creative people, welcome back to Monica and Doodle, and I'm very happy to see you back here again. So, not talk too much about random things. Today I wanted to show you the way I am drawing with gouache. It's not new for me, but at the same time I'm not very used to that. So I think we will have some fun time together, and meanwhile I will do some chit chat with you. I hope that's fine, and I think we can start now. And funny enough, I'm actually starting with ink. Yes, it's not gouache, I understand that, and I'm absolutely aware of that, but I just wanted to try this absolutely deep black background, and I'll just cover it. And now what I'm doing, I am tracing my sketch using carbon paper, and I know it might look that I haven't done anything, but I don't know why for camera it doesn't, you can't see it, but I saw what I've done, so it's like a very muted outline of the painting, so you can do the same and you will still be able to see it, even though it doesn't look like you can see it. I hope I make sense. And here is the part that you think I done absolutely nothing, but believe me, you can actually see the tracing results. Anyways, enough about tracing results. I just think that you should believe me, and that's it. That's not negotiable. Anyways, I wanted to talk about this design. How that happened. I was looking into Pinterest a lot, like seriously a lot, and I came up into this Nordic style folk art thing, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And I thought, I can try something as well, and why not? Here we go, we're going using gouache. Ta-da! I don't know how the final result will end up with, but I'm pretty sure I will be quite happy about it. And while I'm drawing, I was thinking maybe I should share some tips and tricks I discovered when I used the gouache. Well, as I said, it's not new, absolutely new medium for me, but I'm kinda rusty, or perhaps I never been professional, so I didn't got rusty. But Monica, stop rambling, stop, that's enough. Okay, first thing what I wanted to talk about is if you're doing ink as a background, I found that my gouache sticks quite not that well on the ink, and it leaves kinda like it feels like you're painting on oil, if that makes sense. So I needed to go over everything again and again and again. So if you can do the gouache background, better try to do that. This is my personal opinion. Maybe it depends on the gouache you use. I don't know. It's just like I'm sharing my experiences here, so don't blame me. So here is those tips and tricks which I hope I will use as well, not only talk about them, but this is what I have discovered. The key to success using gouache is consistency. And no, it's not about practice, therefore practice makes perfect, but here I talk about the actual paint consistency. It is an art to find correct balance between paint and water to make beautiful seamless brushstrokes. Imagine that. It is an art to make good consistency already, so what to talk about the art you need to make on the paper? I need to make. Probably you are much better than me, I'm absolutely sure of it. So this is the water and the gouache. As better you will mix it up, as nicer it will flow on the paper, seems like that. Another thing, if you use watercolors mostly, you're probably very familiar with using layers. As more layers you do, as more interesting and more detailed your painting can be. About gouache, less is more in this situation, I must say. Unlike the watercolor, gouache can handle only few layers, and it all depends on the paper, paint quality, opacity, and water consistency in the paint. But, well, if you will build up too many layers, it will simply crack. And believe me, I know that, because like the gouache will just thickens and thickens and thickens, and it gets like kind of solid thing, but it's not elastic, so it cracks. I don't know, it just looks lumpy and ugly in the end. And another thing, it's very hard not to pick up the bottom layer and mix some muddy colors if you try to correct mistake, if you know what I mean. Like it's not like watercolor, it picks the color underneath and mixes together if your brush stroke is a little bit too strong and like, you know, it's not absolutely light as a feather. It just honestly pissing me off a little bit, but you know, it's different medium, I need to appreciate it the way it is. So what do you think? How I'm doing here? I think it's pretty cool. I want to keep it like as little color as possible, while like not make it one color painting or two color painting, but I don't want to go overboard, if you know what I mean. And also again, please subscribe if you haven't done so. It would really help my channel and it would cheer me up a lot. So it's not that hard to press that big square red button which says subscribe. Also, thumbs up is another one button you can press and make me very happy. So if you can, please do so. All right? Oh, and another thing about the gouache as a paint medium art thing, the colors, they might be tricky. The best advice would be to make some swatches before you actually start your masterpiece, as it says, and dark colors sometimes gets lighter when they dry, and the light colors opposite, they sometimes get darker, and it can really mess the values of your painting if you doing a lot of shadowing or if you're relying on the values itself, because like what I'm doing here now, it's like just flat colors and it doesn't really matter much. But if you're doing, let's say, a realistic portrait, it may matter a lot. So think about that. And if you are not familiar with your gouache, if it's new box you just bought and you just opened, it would be better if you would do some swatches before so you know what to expect. And what I like the most about gouache is that it's budget friendly. Well, it's same as watercolors. Gouache is water based, so it can be re-wet, if that's the word to say, in the palette, and you can use it again well, like acrylic paint, it dries and it becomes kind of plastic thing and you can't really do anything about it. So this is the thing I really like about it, because if you mix like certain colors like you want, like some kind of peachy or whatever, like I said peachy because I haven't got it as a color itself and I need to mix it up myself. So if I'm planning to use it again, or if I really like this color, I can just put a lot of water on it and it will become nice good paint again. So this is really, really great about it, which is again about acrylics. I cannot say so. Well, I don't know about oil painting because I'm not really doing that and it stinks and I have no garden, so I will probably leave it till I will have a garden in maybe another 10 years or so. And yeah, look what I'm doing. I'm doing two birdies and it kinda feels like it's Valentine's Day inspired, but I really, really like it. What do you think about it? Please leave a comment below on what would you do different, or if you like it, what do you like, what don't you like? I'm really interested in your opinion, so don't hesitate and just tell me what you think. Also, I don't know if you see that I'm using quite a lot of black paint and I'm just like dabbling all over the painting and it just disappears somewhere. Well, basically, as I said, because I used ink as a background color, the gouache doesn't stick quite well and it leaves that oily feeling pattern on my lines. So what I'm doing then, the gouache is dry, I'm going with a tiny paintbrush over and I'm just smoothing those lines so they are absolutely lovely and smooth and neat and no kind of crackly oily pattern bits is left. So this is my mistake number one, and if you can help it, don't do this mistake because it's just annoying. It would save me so much time. Seriously, this painting took for me over 4 hours and you could not believe it, and I think if I would do my background with gouache it would take me like 1.5 hours maybe. I don't know, I just think it's time saving. But anyways, I think I'm done now, maybe, or not, I don't know, we will see. No, I'm not done. Found something else what I can fix. Okay, and so as my gouache adventure is about to end soon, I'm just doing the final touch-ups, the final details. I wanted to ask you guys, what would you like to see me doing next? Would you like to see more polymer clay earrings? Do you want to see more painting tutorials? Or maybe do you want to see how I'm making stickers? Please let me know in the comments below so I can make the content interesting for you and you would watch and you would subscribe, which you must do if you haven't done so again. And yeah, I think that's it. Again, tell me your opinion, tell me what you think, tell me what you want, and I shall do what you want. And for now, thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!